Well, I mean, I wanted to get a bottle of champagne, but I didn't have time. Like we have to celebrate the fact that your Commanders are buyers and not sellers for once.
That's how when you got a good front office, man. It's looking ahead, Great pickup by us.
You get Marshawn Lattimore, a four-time Pro Bowl cornerback. We love because you've got the Eagles in a couple of weeks. So you said we're a little scary, and I think he'll help take care of business there.
I think so
Um,
too.
were you in the boardroom meetings today? Were you zoomed in? How was that with you, Magic, and Adam?
Unfortunately, um, they didn't send me the Zoom link, so I had to find out through social media, just like everybody else. But long as it's a move to help the team, man, it doesn't matter if I didn't get the intel early. But I'm glad we got a new cornerback on our team.
No one believes you didn't have the intel early, by the way.
Just saying, why nobody ever believe me, Kay? You got to stop that.
Because I would never take my news like the general public. I would just be like Schefter, right into my veins. Give it to me. Shams, who you know. Okay, let's talk about this. I love when there's an NBA NFL overlap, and we had one. Jaden last night, courtside, Wizards, standing ovation. What did you think of that?
Yeah, he deserved that, He's putting on for the city right now. So he better show up to the Suns Wizards game. I know that for sure.
I looked at the schedule. It's in January. My question is, do you go up to him? Do you show him love, or are you still in your leave him alone phase?
No, I'm going up to him and fanning out. What do you mean? I met him before, so I wouldn't be too much of a fan. But yeah, of course I'm going up to him.
I feel like
What do you
you're
think?
really,
What do you think? What do you think I'm gonna do in that situation?
I
Be too
think, do
cool?
you want to know what I'm asking you because I don't know, because I
Okay.
feel like you're protective of Jaden. You don't want Jaden. When I saw that standing ovation, they're playing the Hail Mary on the screen. I thought you might say, leave him alone. It's too much. Don't
No,
like, no, you're in now. So are we like, we're okay to hype Jaden now?
no, he's at home though. That's different. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He's at the crib getting that love. That's a little different now. When everybody on the outside who was iffy on our team coming into the
Yeah.
year, who always talk Commanders. Nah, don't jump over here now and start praising. Nah, let us do our thing.
Did you see the Dak news?
That he's out for 4 weeks
At least. I,
minimum.
yeah, I hate this for you.
Yeah, especially for my fantasy team. I hate that Dak's out. I hate when guys
Hmm.
go out with injuries for that long, disrupt their seasons. It means a lot to them dudes to be on the field. So I hope he has a speedy recovery. My fantasy team took a hit for sure with him
You
out.
never even told me. I'm getting all of a sudden you're peeling back the layers on me for me right now. You never told me he was your quarterback.
I did tell you that. See how
No,
you don't
you picked him as your
another woman
MVP.
who
Why
another
are we
woman who don't
arguing?
listen. Another woman who don't listen.
Don't
You know
do
what I'm
that.
saying? Don't listen to me.
What is going on? What is this? Is this the kind? I watched a game winner out of you last night, Mr. 5 wins in a row. I know about the rookie on your team, and this is how you're treating me.
I'm just saying you forget stuff too easy. But Dak is injured, but I picked up Bo Nix, and I love what
Okay.
Nick's doing at that quarterback position. So I'm gonna start him this week and see what he do.
Um, okay, I love that. I love the whole explain. I really didn't know if I feel like when I was saying that Jaden was the MV was getting MVP love, you were like, don't put that on him. I feel like you're protective of the rookie. I
No,
liked that
just
about
like
you.
too much expectations just ruin
Yeah.
it. You just want to kind of let it flow and see what happens. When you start putting lofty expectations on players,
Hmm.
teams, they don't live up to what you think, then you get disappointed. So I don't want to do that.
How do you handle that on your team? Because you've got a little rookie. He's pretty impressive, right? This
Yeah.
Dunn character, Ryan Dunn.
Yeah. It's pretty cool that you know him actually.
Rookie leader in 3 pointers,
I like
Kevin.
that. I like that. Yeah, he's playing well to start the season. It's a long year though, man. It's gonna be ups and downs your first year. But I like his poise, man. I like what he's doing.
How do you treat him as a rookie, though? Do you give him love after a game like last night or no?
Treat him like he been in the league. He belongs now. He one of us. I can't have him on the outside and just because he a rookie, heckling him and treating him like he's not a part of the group. I gotta treat him like he one of us.
Kevin, John Morant, I saw that.
My goodness. My goodness.
What did you think?
The most athletic person I've seen.
Did you see Devonte Adams said that today on my show? He said he's the most, I showed it to him for the first time and he said he's the most athletic person I've ever seen.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I didn't want to give him that because he's young and there's been a lot of great athletes in the history of the sports. But come on now, to pull that off that smooth, that easy, it's ridiculous. He's a top level athlete.
I think you should try.
No, no, see, that's when I start looking crazy and start looking washed. When I try stuff like that, they're gonna say I'm looking washed. So I'm gonna stay away from that. I'm gonna just pull up for the mid range.
You don't care what they say though, do you?
I mean, if it's kind of true, you know what I'm saying? Like if I try to
Huh.
pull off a 360 layup in the game, I just wouldn't look. I look trash doing it.
Was it more impressive than Saquon, who you said I can't last week you were like, I can't even believe Saquon's on the Eagles. I can't even believe it. And then he did what he did,
Yeah.
hurdle backwards.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm a basketball guy, so I'm gonna take the basketball player
I
before.
love that.
That was a great move, Saquon. That was incredible. Even though I get a little salty was seeing you in that green, but that was a hell of a move.
I mean, Lattimore is going to take care of them, I think, in a couple weeks. I really do.
You can't guard everybody though.
Yeah. But
But
that's,
he
I mean,
was
you've always had a problem with both of them. You got to stop at least one of them. I don't know.
but he's a,
I really like the move.
is he's still injured though right now.
Week to week.
Okay.
He'll be
Okay.
good though. I think he'll be great. And then I think you should be more scared of the Lions.
No, I mean, yeah, of course, but I'm talking about in our division, we for sure
Yeah.
have to play Eagles twice. So those are the games I'm focused on. But yeah, the Lions are I took the Vikings one week and all my friends from Detroit hit me up and was like, yo, that's the dumbest pick of the year. Like they were killing me. So you can tell Detroit if Lions football is back. They got their fans supporting and rallying around them.
Yeah. This Cowboys thing with Dak, the reason I don't like it for you is obviously you picked him, he's like your before the season pick for
Oh my
MVP.
gosh. What was I thinking?
I, I mean, you were thinking right. He usually is that guy. He's hurt. But I think now you're going to have that asterisk treatment where you guys are going to beat him in 2 weeks. Dak won't be out there. I can see it now. The Commanders are going to win the division. It's going to be, but Dak was hurt.
I mean, they wasn't playing well when he was in there. So it's
I
like,
know.
yeah,
That's what's
I
going to
don't care.
happen.
I really don't care as long as we just win. You know what I'm saying? It's not on us that he's injured.
Yeah.
You know,
Um,
play in front of us.
this game last night, you made history again. Is this something that is this just going to happen all the time, or should I even get excited about it? I don't understand. Every week you're making history.
I don't think you should get excited about it. But what history did I make?
You don't know? Come on, yes you do.
I promise you I don't.
Nobody on that Suns PR next to you said tonight you can do this.
They know I don't care about like that type of. Well, they might tell me, but they didn't tell me last night.
My favorite thing of this season is finding out what Kevin Durant does or does not care about. It's
It
very fun.
fluctuates, man. Might one day.
I know. You're the fifth player, Kevin. Let me get this right. You're the fifth player in NBA history with 700 career 25-point games. 700.
Consistency is what they call that, right?
I mean, that isn't that like the most important thing? I think you should celebrate. I don't like, do you not celebrate wins like
Us?
that?
No, no. I mean, yeah, I do celebrate little small wins like that for sure. I don't know.
Are you kind of Joe Burrow-y, Kevin?
What are you trying to say? I'm too cool?
Is he too cool?
What do you mean? What is Joe
I
Barry?
didn't
Like,
say that.
explain that.
Um, so Joe Burrow, I mean, you were all over the Bengals. You said they're okay. They win to the Raiders. Everyone's excited. Zach Taylor, he's giving out game balls to everyone and their mom. Everyone's excited. Everyone's having a good time. And he just wasn't excited. He was not celebrating. He was all business. They looked at him on the sideline. He scored a touchdown. He went right and sat. There wasn't like a stop and smell the roses for him, which I love about Joe because they got the Ravens on Thursday. Are you like that?
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes you do celebrate. Sometimes you see what's ahead and you try to focus in and understand you did what you were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So they played the Raiders this week, a game that they feel like they probably should have won the way they won. So
Mm-hmm.
celebrate about they got a huge game, the biggest game thus far in their season this week. A team they should have beat before, end up tricking this game off. So I'm sure he's looking down the line, not disrespecting the team that he just played, but understanding how important that game is. So, yeah, you can be excited about the win, but you got to move past that quick. And I feel like that's how Joe approaches the game. Every game, to be honest, until that
Yeah.
Super Bowl. I'm sure he'll celebrate once he win that Super Bowl.
I hope so. I mean, he'll have, yeah, but I mean, he did, I guess, with the cigar LSU when he did
Yeah,
win the
yeah.
Natty. So he's on to the next. That's kind of how, that really is how you seem to be.
I mean, he's the leader of the team, man. He
Yeah.
can't be too high or too low, you know. So he understands that. He understood that at an early age. So that's what makes him great.
Bengals playing the Ravens in Baltimore. You said big game. Ravens 6.5 point favorites. Who wins?
It's hard to go against the Ravens right now. So I'm gonna go Ravens, but um I really feel like this the game. The Bengals can make a statement right here. I think they locked in. But I think the Ravens. If I'm taking somebody, I'm take the Ravens.
You're going to take the Ravens. I don't like their pass defense. I think if T. Higgins plays, they win.
Mm.
And it's on the road. It's tough, but they seem to have the momentum, and he's just a killer. I mean, Joe Burrow's the best.
Yeah, it's my favorite game to watch this week. I think
Really?
it's gonna be a great game.
Well, I watched this game last night, but you don't seem to want to talk about it. I want to talk about this assassin, Kevin Durant. Bradley Beal calling you that. You said you didn't say anything for 3 minutes. Why?
Yeah, we were losing. I didn't want to talk too much, you know. So I was just focusing on the game. I felt like we could have won that game, which we did. We were down though, man. It was looking kind of dark for us. We was down like 9 points with like 4 minutes to go. They had more momentum than us. So yeah, I tried to lock you in, man. Try to help us get this win. We did.
I loved watching. I just know you're gonna always have the game winner. It's so fun. What is it like
See, that's
for
the
you? It's so
expectations I'm
great.
talking about. That's the expectations I'm talking
You
about.
shouldn't have expectations. Are you joking?
I'm just saying, every time I'm gonna hit a bucket to win the game. Every game, that's tough.
So I'm just supposed to be like, they might lose. They're in a dark place. You
It
got to
can
figure
go.
out what you
You should,
want, Kevin.
you should, as a fan, you should be watching.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just enjoying these high level athletes. If whoever wins, I'm excited to watch the game.
I today was looking at, I was making my whole crew at work look at KDs. I want a pair of KDs. We need to have some on set at my
I'll
studio.
send you a pack and make sure you put them a display right behind you on that top shelf to the left.
I'll do that. Listen, everybody was saying that Garrett Wilson, after that crazy catch, should be wearing Jordan. And I said, he needs to get some KD cleats. Those need to be a
What
thing. What's up,
what does he wear?
Adidas?
Uh
We could change that.
not a type of athlete to be in Adidas.
I was going to prank you in the middle of this interview and look at my phone and say, "Oh my God, Garrett Wilson was traded to the Commanders," and see what you do. Wouldn't that be
See, I wouldn't
mean?
even believe you because you can't.
Want to know why? Because you would have known already if that's
So I'm
why.
saying I would have called up Magic right now.
Okay, if I want to get to picks here. Oh, before we get to picks, which you're so freaking good at, it's stupid. Um, the Bills fans are mad at you.
Yeah, I know.
So you pick the Dolphins. You could have been undefeated. You could have gone 8-0, but you didn't. Do you feel? And then you could have picked Josh Allen to win MVP last week, but you picked Derrick Henry. So do you hate Bills fans?
No, I don't. I don't. But I don't care about them. I'm sure they know their fair share of critiques of their team. They can handle it. They'll be all right.
But I don't care about him is my favorite thing you've ever said. Okay, you have not lost a game with the Suns since last time we talked. You also went 7-1 in picks last week. Can you give me like how do you do it? A little bit of that. What's the
Big-
first thing you think of when I give you a matchup? Like Ravens, Bengals. Why? Like how does that up? What happens?
I'm thinking of the best player. Who got the best player?
Really?
That's simple.
Is that
That's
true?
yes. The best
That's
player. Cream
amazing.
gonna rise to the top, and always, always.
You just said Lamar.
Lamar, Derrick Henry is tough to match those two. You got
Yeah.
Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow and back there though. So
Jamar Chase leading the league in receiving touchdowns. He's crushed. I would argue Joe Burrow's not getting any MVP love. If he beats Lamar on Thursday night, he's got to be getting love.
man, you got at least. I mean, and you count the defense too. At least let's say at least 7 or 8 future Hall of Famers who feel like playing in these games right now. Both teams. So it's
Um,
a good phone.
you're a puzzle. You're a
Good.
puzzle. That's what you are. But you're really good at picks. It's always fun to talk to you. Go eat lunch, Kevin. Always a
Go
pleasure.
finish your lunch, and I'll see you next week.